What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Chuds BBQ. My name is Bradley Robinson, and today I'm going to show you how I made this. Beautiful, delicious, freshly caught, scratch-made, amazing fried fish po' boy, smoked fish dip, and a fish fry. Coming up. This is some fish. Pat them dry. And what I've got here is some absolutely beautiful looking Spanish mackerel that I picked up at my local Atlantic Ocean. And that's because it's time for another episode of The Robinsons at the Beach. And if you've been watching the channel over the last few years, every summer I try to come out here for at least a few days here in Virginia Beach to hang out with my parents and ideally do some fishing. And spoiler alert, we actually caught some this year. So let's go ahead and roll the footage back to a couple of days ago when we actually got here. Made it to the beach. Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Hi, Brooke.
Hi.
What's for dinner tonight, Mom?
We're having Cobb salad with shrimp and chicken.
Beautiful.
Cobb.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Brad.
What you cooking?
Shrimp and chicken for the Cobb salad.
Beautiful. How's the beach been treating you so far?
Good. Only been down once because it was raining this morning. It was pretty nice.
Smelled in good. Made it to the beach. Time to do a little fishing. Hi. Had a nice relaxing day on the beach yesterday. Didn't really do much fishing because there was a lot of families around and I didn't want to hook anybody. But I think our luck is going to change today because Bonton has booked us a fishing charter. So let's go catch some fish. There's a lot of really nice boats around here.
Brad, what would you name your boat? Needs more salt.
More salt. Mine would just be more.
Need more tequila.
Ooh. Are you guys ready to catch some fish today?
Oh, yes. Let's do it.
A lot of boats here.
Captain T, what are we aiming for today?
Spanish mackerel.
I think Bones is going to be a little jealous of that one. You ever seen 85th Street from this angle?
I haven't.
Next time we'll just swim right on out here. Yeah, I was just saying that this is kind of right where I normally fish, except I can't cast it nearly this far out.
All right, stop there, walk backwards. Turn upside down like this. And then just shake them off. All right.
Very nice. Got a fish on?
Okay.
Got yourself a marlin, do you?
All right, stop.
Okay.
Rod tip up.
Very nice. Woo! Starting to get a little jealous over here. I think we've dropped 4 fish so far. Me and my dad dropped one at the same time. Yeah, we got 2 on board, so. And it's a beautiful day out.
It really is.
Nice catch, 2 fish for you.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Just a little guy.
It's a wee fella.
That's what we were cooking last year.
Hey, that was a pretty good one.
Finally one we don't have to throw back. Bonton just caught the biggest fish of the day.
Here comes another one.
Brooke is hooked on. Dad just peed over the side of the boat.
Brother, you want to go grab it from Brad?
Getting bigger.
Good job, Mon.
Nice fish.
There we go.
All 4 rods at once.
Can't believe we did that.
Beautiful.
Wow, sir.
Not a bad haul, group. Looking very nice.
Look at that guy's very colorful.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd say that was a very successful day of fishing.
I would agree.
There was a little moment there where we kept losing fish that I thought we might be going home empty-handed. But
Well, that was due to user inexperience.
Well, you did great.
I did. I pulled in, what, 4?
You pulled down more than I did.
It was fun.
I really thought there was going to be a moment where everybody caught a fish except for me, and that would have just been the perfect narrative to perpetuate that Chud stinks at fishing. But we're probably going to fry some up later, but I did just cook off a little tester just to see how fresh it is.
And
I don't know, we're going to go find out.
let's eat it.
Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to cook one up, just to see if the skin is nice and edible.
Smells really good.
Does it?
Oh, it's really good. And we caught it ourselves.
Oh, that's very tasty.
Pulled from the ocean but hours ago.
Yum. Can I have another bite?
And also shout out Captain Todd for breaking all these fish down for us, because breaking down 19 mackerel on the back porch out there, I don't think it would ever smell the same.
Well, I think it helped that you brought him a brisket.
Yeah, well, yeah, I did bribe him with a brisket, which is, always a great tip if you're going out with someone. Just bring a little meat, because we were saying on the boat, as a guy that cooks barbecue all the time, I'm really pumped to get a bunch of fish. And same for him, he's out there catching fish every day, so bringing him a brisket.
Well, and now that we've mastered this, I think we're going to do better from the shore.
Yeah, we're not going to stop trying to catch fish from the shore. Although it was embarrassing that he kept throwing back the bluefish that I was catching, because the last few years, that's what we've been keeping and eating. But not this year. Got a bunch of mackerel.
Yeah.
That's so
Too
good.
bad Bones isn't here.
I know. Yeah, sorry, Bones.
I think you can bring some back for him.
Yeah, we'll probably have more, but it just seems hilariously rude that we finally went mackerel fishing and Bones isn't here.
That is delicious. I don't know if we really want to bread
Whoa.
it, do you think?
Oh, that's real
Wait,
good.
something
Isn't
happened.
that good? Mm-hmm. So this is not breaded at all, it's just got spices on it?
Yeah, I just put some Chuds BBQ Gold rub on there and just
Yeah.
pan-seared it with some olive oil. That is fantastic.
It's fabulous. It's so flavorful.
Yeah, very
And we're
tender.
eating the skin, too?
Yeah, skin and everything. Nice and crispy.
A little crunch on the bottom is nice.
Okay, I'm glad we got a bunch of those.
Yeah.
Now, while that filet we just ate was very delicious, there are some pin bones kind of running through the top right here, and they're super tiny and probably edible. I ate a couple and it wasn't the end of the world, but I think for the sake of everyone else, I'm gonna go ahead and zip those off. And I've already done it to this entire pile. And I don't have any tweezers, so I'm just taking the knife here, doing a shallow cut to the skin, but not through it, on either side of the little center line here. Then I can kind of take it, fold it in half, and grab that center section, and it just pulls out all the bones, as well as some of that bloodline. So, all in all, pretty convenient way to go about it. That's a cleaned up filet. It does have a little channel in there now, but how we're gonna be cooking these, I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Very nice looking fish though. Very clean, not smelly in the slightest, which is great when it comes to mackerel. Beautiful. So preparation one of probably several is a classic fish fry. So right here I got a whole bunch of some all-purpose flour, to which I'm gonna add a couple grams of some baking powder, a little bit of sugar, some kosher salt, and a little Old Bay as well. Why not? Seems appropriate. And get that all mixed up. And then with our liquids, 1 beer, and 2 shots of vodka. Oops. The vodka is just gonna evaporate a lot quicker than any other liquid, so it'll lead to some crispier fish. But now I'm gonna get this all mixed up until we have a nice batter. Proper tools help. And then over here at the stovetop, I've got some oil heated up to 350 degrees. And I've never deep fried mackerel before, but we're gonna take one of these beautiful loins, dip that into some flour, skin and all. This is just all-purpose flour with a little salt in there. And that's just gonna help the batter stick. Oh yeah, nice coating all the way around. Hold it up, let it drain some excess, and then into the oil we go. Baste it a little bit, help it out. And usually I put some turmeric in this batter, which really helps with the color, but we don't have any of that, so these may look a little blonde. And at this point, we're just frying to a nice golden brown. And if you want to get the whole tempura vibe going on, you can kind of flick some more batter in there, add some more crispies. And after just a few minutes, this is looking absolutely beautiful. Nice and golden, nice and crispy. Definitely fully cooked because it's a tiny little filet, but as far as test run number 1 goes, pretty happy about that. But now, I'm gonna knock out a few more. Shake it off. Boop. Ooh. And in no time at all, we've got ourselves a big pile, a mountain, if you will, of some freshly caught, deep fried mackerel. Looking pretty good to me. Dad, what goes into the perfect tartar sauce?
Mayonnaise and pickle relish.
Wow, simple man. But I will say I'm pretty pumped because I haven't done a fish fry since the fish and chips slash battered sausage video from a year or two ago. So if you want to learn more about how to do this a little more in detail, check out my battered sausage video. But they're looking nice and crispy. We got the craggles. We got the scraps. You ever had deep fried mackerel before? Nope. Me neither.
All the bones are gone, Brad?
Theoretically, all the bones are gone, but let's see if it's crispy. Oh, that's very nice. Oh, that is delicious.
Yeah.
Fresh mackerel for the win. And the good news is that this is 2.5 fish of the 19 that we caught.
Nice.
Thanks, Captain Todd.
I'm just gonna keep eating it with my hands.
It's really yummy though, isn't it?
Very juicy, tender, flaky, and now crispy. It's the next morning, day 3 on the beach. It's a crack of 7 a.m. and I'm out here doing some fishing. And I gotta say, it's pretty nice already having caught a bunch of fish because all the pressure's off, you know? It's fine if I don't catch anything, it's just for fun. But I will say, it is a beautiful morning. Pretty calm seas, there's dolphins everywhere. They were pretty close a minute ago, which should be a good sign. And not many people on the beach at all. A very pleasant way to start the day. No luck. I gotta go get some breakfast. What's for lunch, Brooke?
BLTs.
It's a beach classic.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
I was planning on making a fish sandwich of some sort, but when you cook up all this bacon, and you have all this bacon grease, you might as well just fry off some fresh mackerel. Bacon fried mackerel. Worth it. And seeing how we have a whole bunch of mackerel on hand, I think it's only fitting that we make a little bit of a smoked fish dip. So I got the old Weber kettle here, fired up, small amount of lump charcoal in there. Still got a bag of Fogo from last year. But I don't have any wood, but I did come prepared with a little bag full of pellets. And these are in fact Smokin pecan shell pellets, my pellet of choice. And this is something I've been doing for the last few months. Whenever I'm going to an Airbnb or something like this, just bring a little baggie full of pellets because you can throw these in some foil on a gas grill or just chuck them on the flames on here to get a little extra smoke. And they're great, you know, they're nice and smoky, made out of pecan shells. Pretty light, easy to travel with, but either way, Smokin pecan pellets are my favorite pellets. So if you want to get some of these for yourself, click my link in the description box down below. I'll have a link down there where you can get 10% off your first order. And I think it's time to load some fish. Just grab a couple of these fillets. We'll go thick side toward the heat. Probably just do 3 or 4 of them. Thick side toward the heat. And these are still looking beautiful, nice and fresh, nice and clean. Yeah, I'll throw one more on there, why not? Oops. Grab some pellets. We're just gonna drop them right on in. Kind of the nice part is we don't have the flippy grates on this Weber, so these kind of go right between the grates. Very convenient. Shut her down. And again, we don't have a thermometer because this is a pretty base unit Weber, so we're just gonna hope for the best on the cook. But get some good smoke flavor on there and cook them through for that nice flaky fish. But look at all that beautiful smoke coming out of there. Probably only cook these for like an hour or so, but really it all depends on how hot that coal gets. It has been maybe an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. To be honest, I wasn't really paying attention to the clock because I'm on vacation. But these are looking positively smoky and absolutely delicious. Loving the color on there. I also threw half a block of cream cheese on here, mostly just to soften it up. These are looking really good, feeling nice and flaky. I just temped them. They're right around 150 internal, which is great, meaning we had a nice low and slow, clearly smoky fire. So now I'm gonna pull them off. You ever seen me use a plastic spatula on a grill before? I only do this when cold smoking. Foil boat. So to make our somewhat improvised smoked fish dip, we're gonna start out with our softened cream cheese, a healthy dollop of some mayonnaise, a couple shots of some Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of hot sauce as well, a little Old Bay, and I didn't season that fish, so we're probably gonna need a little bit of salt as well. We'll adjust that at the end. A little horseradish, some lemon juice, as well as the whites and a little bit of the greens from some green onions, finely chopped. A little Dijon as well. And we'll get that mixed up.
Do you have any Greg Poupon?
No, we've got picks. And then we'll start flaking in some of this beautiful, smoky, freshly caught mackerel. I'm gonna try and leave the skin out of this dip, although it's pretty edible, but it was cooked low and slow as opposed to hot and fast. And with all the fish picked, now we're just gonna get that all broken up and mixed together, and I'm gonna go pretty aggressively here. A lot of times you'll see fish dip made in a food processor, so that's why I'm gonna really mix this up pretty well, but there's no way I'm getting a food processor dirty for this amount of dip. And after a nice thorough mixing, we'll go ahead and give this a quick little taste. Oh, that is smoky. That is lovely. It's a little more acid in the form of lemon juice and hot sauce. A little more horseradish as well. And a pinch of salt. And there you go. Nice little smoked mackerel dip. Who's winning?
Ooh, is it time?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Brad, that's delicious. You know, you can taste the smoke, but mostly you taste the mackerel.
Mm-hmm.
Very good.
Yeah, the mackerel by itself probably would have been real smoky, but all the mayonnaise and sour cream helped bring it down to a nice level. You want to try it too, buddy?
Very nice and smoky.
Mm-hmm. Pretty quick and easy too.
If you happen to have fresh caught mackerel.
Yes. And with all the fish we've been eating, I think we're going to change it up a little bit for dinner tonight and cook a big old steak. So, got the Weber here fired back up hot and fast. Big, beautiful, thick ribeye steak picked up by my dad. On the grill we go. Beautiful. Nothing better than doing some grilling at the beach, am I right?
That is absolutely true.
Now, one thing we should probably talk about is people are going to ask what happened right there.
Oh, yep. The house next to us caught on fire.
I didn't do it. It was long ago.
It had nothing to do with barbecuing, but it caught on fire, and now they're rebuilding it.
Yeah, I just caught a view of that in the viewfinder here, and I'm like, if we don't address that, people are going to be like, what happened after that smoked fish dip? But yeah, it looks pretty gnarly. Was it all the way throughout, or?
Just the top floor, but there was water damage to the bottom.
Beautiful steak seasoned up with Chuds BBQ Bold on sale now. ChudsBBQ.com. Pretty good looking char. Pretty good looking steak.
Looks excellent, Brad.
Been a minute since I had a good old ribeye. Looking pretty nice though. Pretty good looking spinalis. Little steak and another salad. I've never eaten more salad in my life. Here's our first official taste test. Who's a good boy?
Oh my god.
Oh, that's very nice.
And now for Miss Perfect pronunciation.
It's time for the official taste test. Gentle. Oh. Such a clicker.
Say the line. Back down on the beach, doing a couple of night flicks before the sun goes down in like 20 minutes. But dolphins are real close, so we'll see. You know what? I just love fishing. I could be wrong, but I think there's something tiny on this line. Let's find out. Yeah, little baby guy. But that counts as a fish. I'll take it. Little blue fish, maybe a croaker? I don't know, it's tiny though. Might be a little kingfish, but there we go. Skunk off, officially, for beach fishing anyway. Send this guy back home. I think I gotta move somewhere coastal because cocktail on the beach at dusk, catching fish, they may not be big, but they're still fish, and I gotta tell you, this is living the dream. Thank you for watching, folks. Next up, let's knock out some hoagie rolls for some po' boys. Starting with some water, our sugar, and our yeast. And get that all mixed up. And then we'll go in with some bread flour, as well as some Diastatic malt powder. This is gonna help with browning. It kinda acts like a dough conditioner. Give that a quick little mix, and let that all come together. And then we'll go in with our softened butter, as well as our salt. And now we're gonna let this knead for 6 to 10 minutes. And once we've got a nice, smooth, supple dough ball back into this bowl, which I greased, it goes, throw a towel over it, and now we're gonna let it rest for about 90 minutes. I will say, typically when I'm letting a dough rise, I'm doing dishes or prepping something else, but this is a lot nicer. Yeah, I got a line in. It's like noon, so I doubt we're gonna catch anything, but here's to trying. One chill out on the beach session later, our dough has risen. So now out it comes. Boop, punch that air out. And now I'm gonna portion this out into some 150 gram dough balls. And now we're gonna grab a dough ball and form all the seams to the underside, pinching everything shut for a nice round ball. Give it a little roll. It looks something like that. Once all the balls are rolled up, I'm going to cover these with a towel and let them rest for just about 10 minutes so we can roll these out into some hoagie shapes. But because we just worked that dough, it's a little tight, so we're going to let that chill out for a little bit. And after a little rest down, these are feeling more relaxed. Now we're going to flip them over and start patting these out into a little square. I always like to make the bottom a little bit wider if possible. And then we're going to grab it on top and just start rolling this up nice and tight, making sure to pinch it in the middle, trying to make everything as even as possible. And then flip it over and find that seam, pinch that all shut. Very satisfying and easy dough to work with. And then we'll make this a little bit bigger, a little bit wider. You can also taper the ends down if you want. And then onto a sheet tray we go. Beautiful. And once all rolled out, I went through and I kind of pressed these down to make them a little bit wider while these rest for the next probably hour or so. So I'm going to cover these back up. We'll check back in once they've risen for a second time. And after a nice long second rise, these are looking nice and poofy and quite big. So now I'm going to mist them down with my very professional mister here. Just a bottle with a hole in it. Just some water. And then we'll go down with some sesame seeds. And once fully seeded, I got my little bread razor here and I'm going to put a couple of gashes down the sides here. And once scored, I'm going to hit this one more time with some water because we're about to throw this into a 450 degree oven, which is super toasty. So this water will help it from getting too dark. I'm also going to chuck some ice cubes into the bottom of the oven for extra steam and bake it off for about 20 minutes. 15 minutes later, out of the oven these come, looking and smelling beautiful. But now I'm going to let these cool down for a bit. And with our bread knocked out, it's time to start prepping the fish. So I got a few fillets here, and like I said, we're making some po' boys today. And luckily I already deboned all these, but I'm thinking I'm gonna break these down into some smaller pieces. Start by splitting these right down the middle. I'm gonna lob this tail off. Because a po' boy is typically made with fried shrimp or oysters or something like that, so I'm gonna go for some little chunks of this mackerel, and I think that should fry up beautifully and be really tasty. Looks like a decent amount, but I'll probably cut up a few more, but that's all the ones I brought out here. And then into a container, we're gonna go in with some eggs and get those beaten up, followed by some seasoning, little hot sauce, and get that all mixed up. And then in with all of our chopped up fish, and let that hang on marinade for a little bit. And for our dredge, we're going with some straight corn flour, which is essentially really fine cornmeal, but works really well for this. Not nearly as gritty as cornmeal. And it's great for frying up seafood. And we'll get that seasoned up as well. As for a sauce for these po' boys, we're going to kind of go with a remoulade, kind of a tartar sauce, somewhere in the middle. Starting out with some mayonnaise, although down in Louisiana, I think they just go straight mayo on there, but good opportunity to add some extra flavors. And again, just kind of winging it. Then a little Worcestershire sauce, a little more hot sauce. Oops. Dijon, some fresh lemon juice. And typically I'd throw some capers in there, but we don't have any, so I got some chopped up dill pickles going in, as well as a good amount of some chives. Season that up a little bit, and we'll get that mixed up. Also just found some paprika. That'll help color a little bit. Be sure to taste and adjust, and our sauce is done. And back to our fish, we're simply going to take it out of its little egg marinade here. It's more of an egg wash than a marinade, so don't really need to let it sit for too long. But we're going to take our little chunks and go right into the old corn flour here. And just get everything tossed around, making sure everything is fully coated. And if I was doing shrimp po' boys, this is the exact same process I would follow. And once all dredged, got the fryer oil heated up, and now we're just gonna drop these in, and they should cook really quick. And once looking golden, crispy, and delicious, out they come onto a wire rack to drain. Beautiful. And with all of our fish fried off, it's finally time to assemble a po' boy. I just parked this in a 350 oven for like 5 minutes just to get it a little more fresh and crackly. But let's open it up. Ooh, that looks real good. Nice and fluffy in there. And to build, we're just gonna go down with some of our sauce. Nice even spread. Get a little on the top bun as well. Then we'll go down with some pickles. I like pickles on a po' boy. A little more saltiness, a little more brininess. And then some of our lovely, freshly fried off, freshly caught mackerel. Never made a fish po' boy before. Pretty excited though. It's not a po' boy unless you really load it up. A little bit of shred lead, gotta be done. And a couple tomatoes, because it's summertime. And there it is, beautiful looking mackerel po' boy. Family,
Yes.
can I interest you in some fried, freshly caught mackerel po' boys with homemade bread?
Absolutely.
Nice little cross section there, though. Bread looks good.
Get a little extra dip. Good bread.
Oh, very good.
It's delicious.
Ooh, crunchy.
Wow. She wants a nugget. Wow, that's amazing.
I'm impressed at how fluffy these rolls are. I thought that they were going to be a lot more tough, baguette-y, if you will.
They look baguette-y, but they're
They're very fluffy.
very
and
soft,
Soft, yeah.
And this is our third variation on mackerel, too. It's delicious.
yeah,
bread.
and 2 of them were fried. That's how you can tell I've been doing a barbecue YouTube channel for too long. When it's let's go fry some fish, as opposed to smoking red meat. But we did smoke some, and that dip was good. And I might make another one and put some of that dip as a layer. Double mackerel up.
Like a pate.
Mackerel banh mi. We'll do that tomorrow. We got plenty of mackerel left.
Well, we have people coming, too.
That's real nice. I love a po' boy.
Me too. I feel like it's like a BLT. I can eat it truly anytime.
That's Brooke's #1 most requested thing when she comes to the Chud shop when she knows we're cooking is po' boys. Typically shrimp, but
Yeah. But this is just as good.
Well, especially since we caught it.
yeah, very fresh.
I mean, we've had issues with fishing prior to this year. But
And
that-
ever since that trip, I have caught 1 puny fish. There's still another day though. Maybe our luck will change. Although, pretty pumped about that.
And now for the official taste test.
#2.
Jump. Yeah.
He's a good girl.
Can I get a shibba dibba? Last night on the beach, I gotta say it is a beautiful day. Pretty rough seas today, so no luck fishing, but and just like that, we have made it back home to Texas. And yes, I did bring a lot of mackerel home with me, which is great. Brought a vac sealer there, so we sealed it up, threw it in the luggage, and made it home safe. So Bones will indeed get some mackerel out of all of this, which is absolutely fantastic. And if you made it this far into the video, I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I know these travel videos and catch and cook videos don't really get the views and clicks that a brisket video or something like that does. So thank you so much for watching, because they're a lot of fun to make, and I really enjoy these videos. And it just spices things up a little bit. Also, if you own a charter boat in Virginia Beach or the Chesapeake Bay area, hit me up in the comment section or shoot me an email, because something tells me this won't be the last time we go out on a charter, because we have yet to have a more successful year of fishing than this one. And everything we cooked was absolutely fantastic. But also let me know down below what we should cook next year, because there are so many things we could cook when it comes to crabs and fresh seafood. But all that being said, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that subscribe button. Let YouTube know by dropping a like on this video. If you give any of these recipes a try for yourself, be sure to tag me on Instagram at Chuds BBQ. I'd love to see what y'all are cooking. Big shout out to all the Team Chud members. Thank you for supporting this channel and allowing me to keep making all these videos. And until the next time I see you, please go cook something outside. Peace.